And I'll be darned if he isn't going to do it again. So this is Justin about to make every single one of our English teachers in the building as proud as they can be.
So, anyone that came to the show last year, this next poem is kind of an unofficial sequel to that, titled Moments. Goodbye. What a loaded question. What an indecisive answer. It waits, silent in the night, a panther that strikes from silence, as merciless as it is inevitable. No word so indelible, no ink in the well so irrevocable. The meaning changes, but the shape is indefinite. The look you had in your eyes is still present. They've dried since that night when your tears fell with mine, though they still fall together, only now, miles apart. In that way, I suppose, you are still right by my side. I started thinking when you left, and worried I'd be left behind. I've come to find that I was wrong. We're only closer. We'll be fine. As you can see, I only recently memorized this poem. And by memorized, I mean memorized. Yeah, Skylar, can you grab those papers that are back on the black box? I wanted to do it from memory, but I'd rather do it right. Okay, let's try that again. Goodbye. What a loaded question. What an indecisive answer. It waits, silent in the night, a panther that strikes from shadow, as merciless as it is inevitable. No word so indelible. No ink in the well so irrevocable. The meaning changes, but the shape is indefinite. The look you had in your eyes is still present. They've dried since that night when your tears fell with mine, though they still fall together, only now miles apart. In that way, I suppose, you are still right by my side. Goodbye is a dull knife. It takes time to get through, and when it does, it never cuts right. It rips, and it tears, and it chews through, and you lose your will to fight. I'm blind as I try to find my way to you. I'm doing everything I can to relate to you. Goodbye. We sat on your porch, I stayed late for you. Goodbye. I tear out my heart just to stay with you. Goodbye is a terrible deal. I still tore out my heart, but now I'm so far away from you. We'll make it through. We'll brave this storm together. True, we are separated by land, but our two souls stand hand in hand on a raft, crafted from moments shared in stormy weather. We're prepared to face whatever lies in store for us. These moments at the core are just instants from the past, but they're worth more. They have to last. We rely on them like islands. Silence broken with a laugh. And then you smiled. And I can go a while longer. I'm made stronger every time I see your light again. I say goodnight, and then I sigh instead of sleeping, seeking rest, more so to dream of you and less so for my weary head. My empty bed is nothing. It's my empty hand that haunts me. And when the silence, no longer a symphony, no tuba, flute, or timpani grows too daunting, I find repose in those moments you're alone with me. a song you'd sing, a special place you'd want to swim. I, if only for a moment, live within a world that contains only a frozen still of your hand in mine, even when you are impossibly far away. The phone is no surrogate for your ink-stained lips. Still, I know the sound of your grin, and if it's the closest I can get, I'll hold it close so I can listen to your melody. To you telling me what's good and bad and ugly, what you wish it was and what it is and how it feels. You lead me, and I lose track of me, and suddenly I'm walking past your classes as you laugh and show me all the local scenery. I started thinking when you left, and worried I'd be left behind. I've come to find that I was wrong. We're only closer. We'll be fine. And I look up at the moon that shines on you and I together. In that way, I know I am still right by your side. Goodbye is an indecisive answer. It sounds like the end, but at second glance your eyes were locked with mine. A prophetic trance began to rise like nothing else remained in our expanse. The world around us faded. Overrated is the storybook ending. I won't pretend that I'm content to see you only now and then, but it's our story, and I'd do it all again. I'm not hesitant to relish all the blemishes and falls that got us here. Yes, it's hard, but so is overcoming fear and chasing dreams. If love wasn't challenging, life would cease to mean a thing. Goodbye is a loaded question. How do you respond to something dressed in separation when you've spent your time confessing how you fell and found your partner in the heart of your best friend? You panic. And you think that all you've built is quickly ending. You think you've maybe been pretending and the curtains feel like they're about to close. We felt like we were predisposed to watch the rose's final petal fall beneath the dome. But I found home in someone who knows far more about me than I have ever shown. I've never felt less alone than when I'm with my other half. No, with my other whole. You alone could light a city, but that night we shone so bright together sitting that the earth was set aflame. Goodbye is saying thank you for the days that to the world seemed meaningless, but through our eyes were teeming with a feeling we can never seem to name. At first, I thought it fleeting, but despite the odds and everything between us, it sustains. Who would have thought that we'd get caught up in each other's lives and love what they became? Goodbye cannot dissuade a heart with resolution. So we'll impart our proof that no amount of time or space can cause our dissolution to a world that seems intent on loosening our union. Darling, we are a revolution. So let's fight. I know the chips are down, but we will brave the night. The dawn is breaking, so hold tight and fast to those moments that we made for ourselves. Screw your courage to the sticking place and live to tell a tale that puts those books of knights and white whales to shame. We'll keep on writing. As fate would have it, neither of us are any good at ending a story.